Who are you?
I was sent by your granny as the bride to bring good luck. I'll sleep with you tonight.
Mr. Hector, this one looks good.
Madam, she is called Rachel Lynn. I've had a fortune-teller look over her. She can bring good fortune to her husband.
How is her character?
She is an orphan, adopted by a foster mother since childhood. Her foster mother is seriously ill now and is urgently in need of money. That's why she signed up.
Not bad. She is a filial child, all to save her mother. Let it be her. Good child, don't be nervous. Come. As long as you carry our Lee family's lineage, this 10 million will be yours. Are you willing?
I am willing. That's great. My mom will be saved. I was sent by your granny as the bride to bring good luck. I'll sleep with you tonight.
Joyous bride nonsense. You must leave my room immediately.
No way. If I leave now, I won't be able to get the money to save my mother's life. Mom, what should I do? I can't save you now.
Grandma, in order to force me to get married, you even had the idea of bringing me good luck with a woman. Is this not troubling me?
Nonsense. How can I cause you trouble? I'm so old now. My only wish is to have you grant our Lee family a great grandson.
Grandma, you are in good health. Don't talk nonsense. My heart has long been given to the girl who rescued me from the river. As for others, I will not consider them.
How many years have you been searching? There isn't any news. Could it be you want me? An old woman half buried to wait with you? Moreover, I've sent out the invitations. Don't you care about our family's face at all?
But Grandma, stop pretending to be sick. I'll agree to it.
You are truly my good grandson.
Madame, the young master is so filial. As long as you pretend he is willing to get married.
To have Lucien marry that Rachel is just a pretense. His getting married is what's most important. If I didn't push him, who knows when he would get married.
Madame, you're awesome.
Don't pretend anymore. I don't know how you deceived my grandma, but you've achieved your goal.
I'm not what you think.
I will marry you, but we will not register. From now on, you must not have any contact with me. I will pay you a sum of money every month. I'll divorce you once I find the girl who saved me.
Well, could you advance me 1 month's payment so that I can pay the medical bills?
What's the rush? You'll get it after the wedding.
Mom, you must hold on.
Rachel, how can there be good luck brides nowadays? Are you foolish?
But I do need the money.
If you need money, just tell me. Who would risk themselves like this?
Stop talking about me. Let's talk about you. I haven't heard from you for long. Are you in love?
Me in love? Don't you know me? My heart is still set on the cold, yet handsome guy I met back then. But I never know who he really is. I found out the other day that he seems to be CEO of a group with the surname Lee.
CEO? Wow. So you...
Don't worry. I will find a way to get to know him, by hook and by crook.
I'll wait for your good news.
Let me look at your dress.
Could you help me with this bow tie?
Okay, hey, what's this? It's so beautiful. Let me try it on. So beautiful.
This is from a boy I saved from drowning. He insisted on giving it to me and said he'd find me.
Put it away quickly. If your husband finds out, you're going to suffer.
What do you mean?
Are you silly? Which man would be willing to let his wife keep another man's token?
But I don't even know him. Will he?
Of course. Well, how about you let me keep it for you? Better to be cautious so as not to cause trouble.
All right, if you like it, just take it. I am ready to let go of the past and start a new life.
Really, Rachel?
Mr. Lee, Mrs. Swift is not feeling well. She can't attend your wedding.
I've promised her about the wedding. How long does she plan to feign illness, Hank?
Rachel, where's your groom?
Oh, over there.
The man Rachel will marry is actually my Prince Charming. He is Lucian Lee. No, I can't let Rachel marry him. Wait.
What's wrong, Sharon?
How did you get this jade pendant?
Jade pendant?
I gave this to the girl who saved my life. Where did you get this jade pendant?
The jade pendant is mine.
Who is the bride after all?
Mr. Lee, this is...
So it was you who saved me back then. I swore I must find you. Now I have finally found you. You are the woman I want to marry.
What about me?
I will not marry you. From the very beginning, the girl I wanted to marry is the one who saved me from drowning. Your name is
My name is Sharon Lowe.
Sharon Lowe. So Sharon, will you marry me? I will give you everything I have.
Yes.
The jade pendant is mine. How come you...
My dear Rachel, please help me. Lucian is the man I had a crush on.
What? He is the one.
Yes.
But... Hello.
You're Rachel, right? The hospital wards are under pressure. If you can't pay the operation fee, we will have to evict your...
I know you've been the best to me. I've loved Lucian for so long. You know I'll marry no one but him. You can't see me remain alone for life.
Sharon. Sorry. I can't agree to your request.
Rachel, we are the best friends. How could you fight over a man with me?
Sharon, what's wrong with you?
I'm sorry, Sharon. Lucian, this jade pendant is mine.
What?
Rachel, how can you?
You say this jade pendant is yours? Can you tell the events back then?
You're finally awake. If I hadn't saved you, you'd have drowned.
Thank you.
Since you're fine, I'm leaving.
Wait a moment. This is for you. Next time we meet, I'll repay you.
It was nothing. Don't worry about it. Back then, by the riverside, I saved a boy from the water. He gave me this jade pendant.
How do you remember it so clearly? Could it be you who saved me?
No, she's talking nonsense. Rachel, I consider you as my bestie. How could you snatch my jade pendant?
Sharon, this jade pendant is mine. How can you...
You really stop at nothing for money. I told you these past events. How could you be so greedy?
No.
Rachel, I've been into this man for ages. Now there's a chance I can be with him. Do you have the heart to break us up? Rachel, I'm begging you. You are my best friend. You have no feelings for Lucian. You don't truly like him. Just let me have him.
Sharon, I understand. But you know, my mother is seriously ill and needs money. If I don't marry him, I can't afford her medical treatment.
As long as you give your blessing, I'll give you the money after I get married. Rachel, you sure can't bear to lose me, right?
All right then, I agree to it.
I know you're the best.
What exactly is going on? Whose jade pendant is this really?
It is mine. You can ask Rachel.
I'm sorry. I shouldn't have lied for money. This jade pendant belongs to Sharon.
You're a shameless woman. Someone get her out of here.
Rachel.
Sharon, will you marry me? I'll make you the happiest woman in the world.
Yes. Lucian, this...
Well, the ring was previously arranged. It may not match you very well. Let's cancel today's wedding then.
What?
The wedding shouldn't be like that. Go back and pack your things, then move to my place. I will choose another auspicious day to marry you into my family.
Okay, I will go pack my things now.
Lotion. The girl who saved you was found.
No need, I've found her already.
You already know it. I said Rachel is a good match for you. She saved you back then, due to a twist of fate. She married you. After all this, you'll be a couple.
What? Rachel saved me.
Right. A cameraman passed by and shot a photo. I went through a hell to get it.
So Rachel is actually my lifesaver.
This is for you.
I like it.
Let's just keep in touch by phone.
What's up? As Mrs. Lee, you'll turn your back on me?
How could that be? Once I become Mrs. Lee, I will still need your help.
Hello.
Your mother's condition has worsened. If you don't pay up, we'd be powerless.
Wait a moment. Hello? Why isn't Sharon answering the phone? Sharon, the hospital is pressuring me to pay. When can you give me the money?
About the money, Rachel, let's wait a bit more.
Sharon, my mother is waiting for the money to save her life.
Rachel, it's not that. I don't want to give it to you. I haven't married into the Lee family. Where would I get the money? How about this? I'll give it to you after I get married.
Sharon, my mom really can't wait any longer. Sharon.
I'll give you the money. You have to give me some time. I'll raise it as soon as possible, okay?
Sharon. Sharon.
Don't block the way.
Rachel will be a hindrance. No way. I must make sure she'll never trouble Lucian again. Richard, deal her for me. I'll pay you big time afterwards.
Not a big deal. When have I not helped you?
Sir, let's go.
Sharon. Sharon, don't go. Sharon. Sharon, please don't go.
Stop chasing. She'll be Mrs. Lee. You poor thing.
She promised to lend me money.
You want money? I have money, as long as you spend one night with me.
What are you doing?
What are you doing? Don't you need money? I have money.
Let go of me. Just submit to me. Let go and get lost.
You dare to hit me. You should feel lucky that I fancy you.
Help. Let go of me.
I'll have my way with you today.
You blind thing, who gave you the guts to touch her? Don't be afraid, I'm here.
You.
Who are you to mess with me?
Lucian.
Don't be afraid, I'm here. Don't be afraid, Rachel, I'm here.
Lucian, be careful.
Ouch, it hurts. Kid, you just wait. Don't run away. I'm beat up in the garden community. Hurry and bring the buddies over.
You have buddies. Fine, I'll just wait right here.
See what tricks you can pull off. It's too dangerous.
Scared now, boy? We're enemies today. As for that girl, after dealing with you, I'll play with her.
You're seeking trouble.
Let go of Richard. How do you wish to be finished?
Creating disturbances in public. You'll have a criminal record?
Ha ha ha.
I have already called the police. At least think of your parents.
Ha ha ha. We are gangsters. I am not afraid of you at all.
All right, I'll let you go. Who insulted her just now? Any one of you? Say it again.
Let's go quickly.
What the hell? Thinking of leaving? It's too late. Buddies, crush him. Teach him a lesson. Mr. Lee, Mr. Hector, it's my fault. I shouldn't have bullied others. Spare me. Please spare me.
You good for nothing.
I was blind not to recognize you.
Now you know fear.
Madam, I dare not again. I was blind not to recognize you. It's my fault. I'm sorry.
He knows he is wrong, and it's not a big fault.
Now get out of here.
Yes, I'm going.
Isn't this letting him off too easy?
There are still many things to do. It's not worth wasting effort on him.
Thank you for saving me.
Alas, Bryce. This is the marriage agreement. If there's no problem, please sign it.
Aren't you supposed to marry Sharon? Why do you...
My grandmother only likes you, so I can only marry you. All right, after signing, you will be Mrs. Lee.
But...
No further hesitation. Once you've signed, I'll give you 10 million. Isn't your mother waiting for the money? Okay. You've signed and now you are Mrs. Lee. Today, you'll move into our house. Bryce, take my wife home first. I'll be back later.
Okay, Lucian.
Rachel, you saved me. I'll repay you with my everything.
Is this my new home? Open your eyes wide and see clearly. I am the future Mrs. Lee. If anyone dares to disrespect me, I'll kick their ass. Old fart, how did you handle it? You good for nothing. Piss off.
Dad, what happened to you? What's the matter, huh? You had my father carry such heavy luggage. Do you know how old he is?
If I don't let the servant move it, should I, the master, do the moving?
You keck. My father has served the Lees for over 60 years. He dedicated his whole life to them. Even Mrs. Swift treats him with respect. You made him carry such heavy luggage. Aren't you trying to kill him?
Isn't he just an old fart? What's so great about him? Who knew he would be so useless?
You.
All right. I'm fine. Let's go inside and talk.
Wait. Rachel, what are you doing here?
Madam Lynn is the lady here. Why wouldn't she be here?
What, Madam Lynn?
Sharon, listen to me.
What's there to explain? Rachel, I'm telling you, I'm the only lady of this house. Don't step in to seduce my husband.
I didn't...
Sharon, don't be so unpleasant. Lucian asked me to invite her back.
You're talking nonsense. How could Lucian agree to let a swindler move in?
You're the swindler.
How dare you? How dare you speak to me like that? Let me tell you, you're nothing more than Lucian's little henchman. And you dare talk to me like this?
Mr. Hector, please don't say any more. Otherwise, I better leave.
Madam, please rest assured and stay. Let's see who dares to make you...
Bryce? Well?
It's not what you think between me and Lucian.
Please stop acting, okay? Aren't you snatching Lucian from me for money? I've promised you, after I marry Lucian, I will naturally give you the money. How dare you pester him like that?
Sharon, it's not like that. Let me explain.
Enough. I'm telling you, Lucian is the man I want. I won't let you snatch him away. From now on, we're strangers. Get out of here.
Lucian, let me tell you, Sharon is really too unreasonable. You can't keep such a vixen at home.
Rachel, aren't we best friends? How can you treat me this way?
Sharon, what are you doing?
What's going on? Rachel, are you all right?
I'm fine.
Lucian, you've finally come back. Why did you bring this Rachel back? I poured her water, but she didn't appreciate it. She upset the cup and made me fall. Look, my hand is injured.
Her being here has nothing to do with you.
Lucian, why are you so cold? Did I do something wrong?
What you did wrong, do I need to spell it out for you?
What have I done?
Sharon?
Did you stir up trouble?
What are you doing?
She fell on purpose to seduce you. Don't be deceived by her.
Sorry. I wasn't careful and fell.
Stop pretending. You just want to seduce Lucian.
Sharon, you've got it wrong. You are my only friend. How could I do something to betray you?
But you fell on purpose just now.
Enough is enough.
This is...
This is the 10 million I promised.
Thank you so much. I need to go make a payment.
Lucian, why did you help her?
Well, she is my wife. If I don't help her, should I help you?
What? Wife?
Rachel considers you her best friend. How could you snatch her jade pendant?
This jade pendant is clearly mine. Did that little bitch cast her witchcraft to make you misunderstand me?
Do you still want to slander her? All right then, where did I give you the jade pendant?
At the riverside, where else?
Which river and where is it? What time and what place? Who was there at the time?
Well, it's been too long. I can't remember.
It's not that you don't remember. You're actually lying.
Fake? It's fake? All of this is fake?
The evidence is here. You still don't admit it?
Lucian, you have to believe me. What I'm saying is true, right? Right. It must be Rachel. She wants to take you away from me, so she fabricated these photos.
Even now, you refuse to admit it. If you weren't Rachel's best friend, I'd have kicked your ass.
Lucian, listen to my explanation.
Leave my house now.
Lucian, please don't. You said you would marry me.
Listen well, I will not marry you, nor will I let you live here. My wife can only be Rachel.
Lucian.
Vixen, get out quickly. Lucian, didn't you find all of this and even win back your woman? So why the long face?
You knew it.
Lucian, this is on you. Who made you renounce the wedding in public? It's only right that Rachel is upset.
Do you not want your salary this month?
Well, Lucian, no, I was wrong. It's simple to coax your wife. Isn't her mother in the hospital? Let's go to the hospital to visit her. Hey, where are you going?
To the hospital, okay.
Rachel, you won't have it easy for stealing my man. Hello, Uncle. It's me, Sharon. Rachel's mother is being treated by you, right?
Doctor, why hasn't my mother's surgery been performed? Hasn't the time for the first surgery passed?
Yes.
Is it a matter of money? If it's a matter of money, I can gather more of it.
It's not a matter of money. Some leaders instructed not to perform it. I'm just a small employee. Girl, see if you have offended anyone.
I haven't offended anyone. What on earth is going on?
Silly woman. My uncle is the dean of this hospital. I've already made arrangements. These doctors wouldn't treat your mom.
Sharon, you have such connections. When I asked for your help, why didn't you help me?
I have such connections. Why should I use it on your useless mom? Besides, do you deserve me using such connections?
Sharon, how could you do this to me? We are supposed to be besties.
A bestie competing with me for men?
I
came here today with one purpose. As long as you voluntarily leave Lucian, I will let your mother live. Otherwise, she'll snuff it.
Sharon, how can you be like this? When you were kicked out of your family, my mother treated you like her own daughter.
Her own daughter? Does that old hag deserve me? Rachel, you said you were my bestie? You just wanted to steal my man and break my heart. You should pay for these.
Sharon, how could you say this?
Cut the nonsense with me. Are you leaving Lucian or not?
I'm not trying to take him from you. I just want to save my mother. Enough.
I'm sick of you. Stop playing the victim.
How did you become like this?
Cut the crap. Choose between your mom's life and Lucian.
I choose my mother. I beg you, save my mother first.
You agreed so easily. Do you think I am a fool?
Sharon, it wasn't intentional.
Rachel, you dare push me. Let me tell you, your mother is doomed.
Hurry and proceed with the rescue. Miss Lynn, your mum's hanging by a thread. If we don't start the rescue, it'll be too late. You'd better make a decision quickly. Hurry.
How could this happen? Sharon, please save my mother. I can't lose my only family.
Now you come to beg me. It's too late.
Rachel.
Lucian? How did you get here?
Who gave you the guts to bully my woman?
Lucian, let me explain. I didn't touch her. She fell down by herself. Rachel, am I right?
I clearly saw it just now. How long will you keep acting?
Sharon, I'm begging you. Please save my mom. I will agree to anything.
No need to beg her. Your mom will be fine.
What now? Are you going to have the surgery? The patient is dying.
Doctor, save her. I'll be responsible.
Well,
Saving a life is more than anything. Won't you save a dying person?
please
begging
save
you.
her. I will.
Stop right there. My uncle hasn't given the order. Who dares to perform the surgery? Aren't you afraid of being fired?
Rachel considers you her best friend. If you treat her like this, are you still human?
Lucian, it's for the safety of the surgery.
Get lost.
You...
Sharon,
Take good care of your health. Speak up.
Dean, it's bad news. Rachel is fighting over a man with your niece? She bullied your niece? Miss Sharon ran away crying.
Daring to mess my turf up and even bully my niece. Tell them to wait. We'll be right over.
Doctor, perform the surgery quickly. I'll be responsible.
I want to see who dares to operate.
Dean, how did you come down here?
If I didn't come now, you would dare to disobey my orders.
How could that be? How could I dare to disobey you?
I figured you wouldn't dare. You're Rachel who took away my niece's boyfriend? Now, kneel before my niece to apologize. Otherwise, your mom will be hopeless.
Director, I'll go and apologize. Please perform the surgery on my mom. It really can't be delayed anymore.
I will save your mother today. He abuses his power for personal gain. There's no need to beg him.
What the heck? What are you even? And you dare to accuse me?
I am Rachel's husband. Rachel is my wife. I'll make sure you can't be the dean anymore.
So you are Rachel's husband? It turns out Sharon likes you? Boy, I advise you not to be ungrateful. There are many who like my niece. I'm telling you, hurry and break up with Rachel. Have good terms with my niece. That way, I might treat her mom.
I won't leave Rachel. I am determined she is my wife for life.
Why, Mr. Lee?
Fool. What else could it be for? Because I love you.
Brat, don't push your luck. As the dean of such a large hospital, I'm being polite enough. Don't blame me for being rude now. Come on. Remove all the surgical equipment. Don't think about saving your mother.
Doctor, you can't remove it. My mother needs the equipment to survive.
If you want to save your mother, break up with this guy immediately and kneel down to apologize. Only then can your mother be saved.
Okay, I agree to your terms.
Rachel, have you forgotten? You've signed the agreement.
I'm sorry. This is the only way to save my mother.
Rest assured, I am here. Your mother will be fine.
Speaking nonsense. With me as the dean of this hospital, which doctor here dares to operate on her?
Contact the nearest hospital and get me the best doctors to treat Rachel's mother.
Oh, you dumbass. Don't forget who the real daddy here. So what if you bring in doctors from elsewhere? As long as I don't agree, no one can operate on her mother.
Mr. Lee, I'm an internal medicine expert. I'll do the surgery.
Good, perform the surgery now. Do cure the patient.
Yes.
Thank you, Mr. Lee.
From now on, call me Lucian.
Lucian.
Everyone, stop right there. Who allowed you to come in? I am the dean of this hospital. All of you, get out of here.
It's time to settle our scores.
You scoundrel. Don't think bringing a few doctors is something big. in such a large river city. I know more people than you do. I'm telling you, I know Mr. Hector of the Lee Group. I will have him come over today to hold justice for me. You just wait.
Mr. Hector? Is it Bryce?
Yes. Now you are afraid, huh? I'm telling you, it's too late. Even if you kneel down to apologize, I will not forgive you. Just wait and see. Hello, Mr. Hector. You're busy, aren't you?
To know someone like you, Bryce must be blind.
What exactly are you? How dare you offend Mr. Hector like that? When he comes, you'll be in for it.
I'll be in for it. Let's see if he dares to cross me.
Such nerve, still so arrogant now? When Mr. Hector arrives, I will tell him everything the two of you have said.
Tell me what?
Mr. Hector, you have finally arrived. Let me tell you, not only did they cause trouble in our hospital, but they also insulted you. Today, no matter what, you must teach them both a lesson.
You're the one who needs a lesson.
Mr. Hector, this...
Lucian, I owe you an apology. This fatso is a jerk. Please punish me.
Let's forget it this time. Be more discerning in the future.
Yes, Lucian.
Mr. Hector, about this matter.
It seems you're tired of living. How dare you offend CEO of the Lee Group?
He's the CEO of the Lee Group?
Lucian, how do you think we should handle this, man?
How do you want to handle it?
I'll follow your lead.
Bryce, I'll leave this to you.
Okay, Lucian.
Mr. Hector, Mr. Lee, give me one more chance.
You don't need to manage this hospital. Come with me.
Mr. Hector, Mr. Lee, I was wrong. Mr. Lee.
Lucian, thank you.
No need for thanks between us.
Doctor, how is my mom?
Don't worry. The surgery was successful. She's saved.
That's great. My mom is finally okay.
Don't cry. Isn't she okay now?
Thank you. If it weren't for you today, I wouldn't know what to do.
Little kitty, don't cry. What do you most want to do now?
Can I check on my mom?
Okay, I'll go with you.
Thank you so much for today. If it weren't for you, I wouldn't know what to do.
Didn't I say not to thank me? If you really want to thank me, how about something more practical?
I will pay you back for the surgery.
Just that?
Well, I forgot to make the bed. I'll go make it.
Oh no. Forget it. There's plenty of time ahead.
Rachel, what are you thinking? He and you are just married by contract. He's the man Sharon's been into for ages. You can't fall for him. Oh my God, how did Lucian end up sleeping in my bed?
Hello?
Lucian, bad news?
What? Someone deliberately spread Rachel's compromising photos? What the hell is going on?
We are working on it. But one thing is certain, those pictures have all been photoshopped. It seems someone wants to set up Mrs. Lee.
Investigate it. Also, spend money to retrieve all the photos of Rachel. We must not let her see them. Get it done quickly. I'm heading to the company now.
Okay, I got it.
I made breakfast. Do you want to eat it?
No, you go ahead and eat. I'm leaving first.
Isn't this photo Rachel?
Absolutely it is. Rachel looks so innocent.
Who is it, after all? Why release such photos to harm me? Hello?
Rachel, want to get out of your scandal? Come alone to the Moonlight Bar. Don't be late or I won't wait. Sharon, I did everything as you told me, but those fake photos, upon close inspection, can be seen through. They'll be debunked sooner or later. Why did you do such a thing?
You don't need to worry about this. A friend of mine will come over. He can turn them into reality.
Sharon.
You go ahead. Keep spreading the photos. I want the whole city to see these photos.
Yes.
Sharon, why the rush? Anything you need from me?
Aaron, you know about the scandal of Rachel?
You're behind it?
It's been a few years. After you broke up with Rachel, you didn't get over it, did you? Work with me. I have a way for you to truly get her.
There's no free lunch in the world. What do you want me to do for you?
You're smart and it saves trouble. I just need you to take a few real bed photos of Rachel. This isn't difficult, right?
Okay, it's a deal.
This is the place.
Oh, you're awake.
Aaron, why is it you?
Long time no see, Rachel.
Was this call from you? What on earth do you want to do?
Help you deal with your scandal, of course. This Photoshop job is pretty good. Look at the smooth skin and the delicate little face. Back then, you wouldn't even hold my hand. It's such a pity.
What on earth do you want to do?
What do I want to do? I want to make these photos real.
You don't come any closer, or I'll have to call for someone.
Call for someone? This is my turf. Stop struggling. Save your energy for serving me in bed.
Don't come any closer. Don't come any closer. Don't come any closer.
You bitch dare to fight back?
What should I do? Lucian, save me.
Bitch, daring to call your backups? I wonder who can help you now.
Lucian, we found out everything. It's the ruffian from the Moonlight Bar who spread the photos. We found out from him that Sharon was behind all this. Mrs. Lee might be in the bar now.
What? Rachel is in danger? Go with me.
Aaron, don't mess around. After all, we broke up in peace. How could you do this to me?
Rachel, drop the act. Back then, you wouldn't let me touch you. Saying you'd keeping it until the wedding day. But what now? You married someone else. Now these photos have been leaked. Don't you find yourself disgusting? But none of this matters anymore. You will be mine soon. Don't worry. I'll be gentle.
Get lost.
You finally come. I thought I'd never see you again.
Don't be afraid, it's all right now. Scoundrel dared to touch my woman. Really asking for trouble?
Who are you guys? Messing up my good thing here. You dare to hit me. Do you know what place this is?
I don't care. If you touch Rachel, I won't let you off.
All right, dude. Pretty arrogant. Do you know the boss of this bar is my friend? Know your place. Give Rachel to me now, and kneel down to apologize. Otherwise, I'll be rude to you.
Mr. Lee, they outnumbered us.
Protect Rachel. With me here, no one can hurt Rachel.
Little shit. Still being cocky here now? Beat them up.
Be careful. Ah.
Rachel, what are you doing? Let her go. Rachel, where are you taking Rachel to?
You don't need to worry about this. Buddies, dare to make trouble here. Break their hands. Throw them out.
What should we do, Lucien?
This is Richard's turf. Call him.
Okay.
Little shit. Remember this. This is the price for offending me. Everyone stop. Richard, how come you're here? Just leave. These little shits to me. Richard, why did you kick me? You shut up. Mr. Lee.
I'll leave this place for you to handle. I need to save my wife. If it's not handled well, I'll hold you accountable.
Yes.
Lucien, I found out. Mrs. Lee was taken to Golden Dawn Hotel.
Richard, don't be impulsive. Let me explain. I know I was wrong. Please spare me. Aaron. Considering that, we do business together. I will let you off this time. But remember this. That person is not someone you can afford to offend. This time, I'll teach you a lesson. Richard. Darn it. Didn't expect them to know, Richard. I will surely repay double. Don't think I'll be scared of you.
Mr. Chilton, I've locked that girl up in a hotel room. About the photography, will you come personally or should I? Aha.
Good. You did a good job. I'll handle the fliming myself. Rest assured, you'll have rewards. All the wounds I've suffered today, I'll reclaim them from Rachel's body.
Rachel. Sorry, I'm late. I made you suffer.
Lucien. My head really hurts.
What's wrong with you? Is it serious? Do you need to go to the hospital?
It's nothing, just a bit dizzy. I'll be fine after a rest.
It was so dangerous. How could you block the attack for me?
I was worried you would be hurt.
Remember this. Next time it's not allowed to act so recklessly.
Got it. Are you worried about me?
Yes, you are my wife. Who am I supposed to worry about?
I'm just your wife in name.
Well, I didn't mean to disturb. Aaron is coming over right away.
Shit, today I was nearly screwed up by those little shits. I must take the photo, Freddy, of Rachel's body today. After taking it, I will make sure she gets a taste of being a woman. You guys...
You're here?
How come you're here?
Aaron, you beast. So it was all your doing.
Ha 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 ha. Now the whole River City has seen your racy photos. Stop pretending in front of me.
Nonsense. Those are all fake.
Aaron, it seems that waste Richard hasn't fixed you up properly. Who gave you the gall to covet Rachel?
Don't think you can be arrogant, because you know Richard. I'm not afraid of you. Dare to mess with me, you'll pay for it.
Rachel, how do you want to deal with him?
I don't want to see him again.
Bryce, you know what to do, right?
Don't worry, Lucien. Leave it to me.
Shit, if you've got the guts, don't leave.
Still barking here, huh? Do you know who he is? He's Lucien from the Lee family.
Lee, Lucien, isn't it Rachel?
Exactly. Rachel is our boss's wife.
I know I was wrong. I shouldn't have had ill intentions. Have mercy. Please spare my life.
Spare you? But Mrs. Lee has spoken. How am I supposed to spare you? Someone break his limbs and send him to the Arctic.
No.
Lucien, put me down quickly.
Don't move.
Someone will see us in a moment. Why are you so good to me? We are just in a marriage of contract. Moreover, My reputation has already...
Madam, you don't have to worry. We know those photos were photoshopped. We've cleared your name.
You sure talk a lot.
Thank you.
If you really want to thank me, how about...
So our distinguished iceberg CEO can smile too.
Shut your face. All the photos that were spread, I had Bryce handled them. As for the online public opinion, it's about to die down too. You don't have to worry anymore. Nor do you need to thank me again. Rachel, I had someone investigated this matter. It actually involves Sharon.
Can you get me the soy sauce?
It seems like Rachel still can't accept it now.
Don't just stand there. Help me get it.
Okay.
Why is it so sour? I asked for soy sauce. Why did you get vinegar?
Oh, I don't know which one is the soy sauce.
Don't you ever cook?
We have a nanny. Shall we go out to eat?
That's the only way.
What? My mom is coming back? Okay, I got it. Rachel.
What's up?
My mom has returned from abroad. I will take you to meet her.
Let's go. Head back home.
Mom, I'm back. Sharon, what are you doing here?
Mrs. Stacy.
Can I have her come?
Mom,
You still know you have a mom? Such a big event like your wedding. You didn't tell me in advance.
Mom, you are so busy abroad. You needn't worry about me. This is my wife, Rachel.
Mom.
Don't call me Mom. When did I acknowledge you?
Forget it. Maybe I'd better go.
Mom, regardless of what you think, I am set on Rachel for life. Apart from her, I won't marry anyone else.
Mrs. Stacy. I will just leave.
Don't go. I acknowledge you only. I will seek justice for you. Rachel, I don't know what methods you've used to seduce my son. I advise you to leave on your own. Otherwise, I will punish you.
Mrs. Stacy, I didn't seduce him. This is...
Mom, I do love Rachel. You shouldn't blame her.
You.
Mrs. Stacy.
Take a look yourself. Are you confused? What exactly do you like about her? Her promiscuous private life or her debauchery?
Mom, how could you have these photos?
You want to hide it from me? Sharon has told me everything. Why couldn't you find someone better? Instead, you chose such a woman. Even if you are shameless, our family values our reputation.
Mrs. Stacy, please calm down.
Mom, don't listen to her nonsense. She had someone edit these photos.
Mrs. Stacy, how could this photo possibly be a trick of mine? I just happened to see it. I was afraid Lucian would be deceived. So I told you in the first place.
My girl, don't cry. Now I see. Lucian, how can you wrongfully accuse Sharon? Sharon's mother was my bestie back then. Now her mother has passed away. I am like her mother. If you wrong her, I'll discipline you with family rules.
Mom, sigh.
Enough. Rachel, I have seen many women like you. Divorce Lucian. Immediately. Our Lee family cannot tolerate you.
Mom, I will not divorce her.
This is not up to you.
Mrs. Stacy, don't be angry. I'll pour you a glass of water. Rachel, I have Mrs. Stacy backing me up. Know your place? Hurry and get a divorce.
Mrs. Stacy, I will not divorce Lucian.
What?
I have underestimated you. It seems you're something else. No wonder you could captivate my son and bewitch him totally.
Mrs. Stacy, you have to stand up for me.
Of course. Rachel, I've seen plenty of women like you. Isn't it just money you want? There's 100 million. It's enough for you to live rich for life. Take the money and leave my son.
Mom,
Mrs. Stacy, I think you have misunderstood. I am not after Lucian's money.
Humph, you think it's too little? This is 200 million?
Mrs. Stacy,
300 million. I advise you not to be too greedy, otherwise you'll get nothing.
Rachel...
Why aren't you pretending anymore? So much money made you went nuts. Humph, that's right. A woman like you might have never seen this much money. Lucian, you should see her true colors now.
You're talking nonsense. Well, Rachel is not that kind of person.
Sharon, I once considered you as my best friend, but you hurt me the most. From now on, I won't consider you my bestie anymore. Mrs. Stacy, this money can buy many things, even the bottom line of Sharon, but you still can't buy my soul.
Mom, you can't separate us.
Mrs. Stacy, look at her. She dares to talk like this in front of you? What if she marries into the Lee family?
I didn't expect you could resist the temptation. But that's right. A woman like you is the best at scheming. Giving up all this money, you will have as much as you want after marrying. But listen well, as long as I'm here, I won't let you enter our family.
Mom, Rachel is not like that. How can you speak like that?
You shut up. You've only known her for a few days. You don't know what she's up to. How are you sure those photos are fake? Is her private life clean and honest?
Mom, I trust my own judgment.
Lucian,
You little brat. You dare to talk back to me? You won't understand unless I beat you up. Mr. Hector, bring me the crutch.
Madam, the young master.
Do my words not count anymore?
Mrs. Stacy, come sit here and cool down.
Madam.
I'll ask you one last time. Are you divorcing or not?
Mrs. Stacy, this...
Sharon, rest assured. I'll teach this rascal a lesson today for you.
Mom, it's still the same thing I said. I won't divorce Rachel. Rachel, are you okay? Are you hurt anywhere?
I'm fine. Mrs. Stacy finally stopped.
Rachel, you really can act. Mrs. Stacy didn't even hit you hard. You deliberately fell down to look pitiable. Mrs. Stacy, Rachel is best at acting. Back then, she stole Lucian away from me like that.
All right. No matter what, the two of you must get divorced.
I'll see who dares to force them to divorce.
Mom, how come you're here? The doctor said you need to rest well.
If I didn't come, my granddaughter-in-law would be driven away.
Mom, what granddaughter-in-law? These kids are just playing house. It doesn't count.
The wedding has been held. The marriage is registered. How is she not my granddaughter-in-law?
Granny, please don't be angry. In my opinion, it's not Mrs. Stacy's fault at all. It's mainly because of this Rachel. What she did behind the scenes is dreadful. Her private life is a mess. Please take a look.
Sharon, you're slandering me. Those are fabricated by you.
I'm slandering you? What evidence do you have? It's you who is framing me. What evidence do you have?
I do have. Bryce, give me the evidence you collected. You want evidence, right? Here is it. The thugs you conspired with have confessed. This is his testimony and the records of money transfers. What else do you have to say?
It's fake. All fake? All fake?
Sharon, you...
Mrs. Stacy, please listen to my explanation. This Rachel bitch must have forged lies to slander me. Believe me.
Enough. Our family can't tolerate liars. Mr. Hector, drive Sharon out.
Mom?
Humph.
Please, miss.
Mrs. Stacy. Mrs. Stacy. Believe me, Mrs. Stacy.
What's wrong?
Nothing.
Watch the road.
Okay. You. Just now, at home. Why did you choose me so firmly?
I don't like being arranged by my family.
Is that so?
Let's go. I'll take you home.
Let's go to the company instead. I haven't been there in a long time. There's a lot of work to do.
I also have some things to do at the company. By the way, your company is a subsidiary of mine. Shall I have Bryce to promote you?
No need. I don't make the company know our relationship. What's wrong? Oh. Well, let's hurry up and go.
Well, okay.
Rachel.
What's wrong? What's wrong?
Please handle this document.
Okay.
It needs to be submitted today.
Okay. Darn it, have I fallen for Lucian? We are just in a contractual marriage. Lucian probably is more fond of Sharon. No more thinking. He must be playing hard to get for Sharon. "30 seconds, how to piece it together."
Rachel, come out with me.
Mr. Lee, please, wait a moment. I have work to cope with. You...
Hello, Lucian. It's me, Sharon. Are you free at noon? I'd like to invite you to lunch.
Bitch.
Hey, wait. Mrs. Stacy asked me to come. She said there is something important to tell you.
Location.
Just across from your company.
Mr. Lee wanted to see me.
Tell me what you need me for.
Who is this?
None of your business.
Lucian, this is from Mrs. Stacy for you. Her intention is to have me join your company and help you manage it.
Letting you into my company? That's impossible.
It's okay, Lucian. Mrs. Stacy knew you would say that. She said that if you dare to refuse me, she would go find fault with Rachel.
Fine, I can let you into my company, but you must not cross my bottom line, otherwise I will be unkind to you.
Why isn't he answering the phone?
I know you treat me the best.
Now, let me announce something. Sharon will be the head of your department. Please get to know each other.
Sharon, how did you join the company?
That was a decision of the board. Try to get along with each other.
Long time no see, Rachel. Let me have a look at the project. Rachel, Lucian personally allowed me to join the company. This shows I hold a place in his heart. You think you can compete with me for a man?
Mom, can you stop meddling in my affairs? You arranged for Sharon to join the company. How can I handle this?
What's wrong? Can't I lend a hand to my best friend's daughter? What misunderstanding can't be resolved? You two should get along well. Once you talked it through, wouldn't everything be fine?
Mom.
Remember to take good care of Sharon. If I find out she is bullied by you, I will kick your ass.
Rachel, finish these before you leave work.
Sharon, isn't this too much? Much of this isn't part of my job.
Do what I told you to. Cut the crap.
Sharon, don't go too far. You are bullying me?
When have I? These are all the docs needed for today. You should take care of them quickly. Oh, right. We are at the company now. You should address me Ms. Lowe. Don't forget next time.
Sharon, stop right there. I think it's necessary for us to clear the air.
Clear the air? Fine. Should we talk about you snatching my husband away, or about the shady things you were up to?
I didn't.
Is that true, man?
Shit, she did such things.
I bet everyone still doesn't know. In our River City, Rachel is the infamous queen of hot photos.
What?
What the heck? What is this? What the heck?
Oh my god, is this true?
Is this true? My goodness.
These photos are fake.
It's no use, Rachel. Do you think they don't know these photos are fake? They just choose to despise you. This is human nature.
Sharon, how did you become like this? Are you still the Sharon I know?
How did I become like this? You should ask yourself. If you hadn't meddled with me in front of Lucien, why would I be like this?
What are you all doing, making such a fuss?
It was clearly you who meddled.
What happened?
Lucien, don't blame Rachel. I wasn't careful and fell.
Are you okay?
It wasn't me.
Stop talking for now. Bryce, go and bandage her up.
Let's go, Miss Lowe.
What are you all looking at? Do you think there's too little work? You can go home and rest for today.
Lucien does care more about Sharon.
Hey.
What exactly happened today?
Isn't it simple? That Rachel girl must be a bitch. Now the real girlfriend, Sharon, is back. The office is going to have quite the drama. I believe you have noticed. I am the real girlfriend of Mr. Lee. So, be careful with what you say in the office. Otherwise, one single mistake, someone might get fired. Watch your mouth.
Sharon, come in here.
Ladies, get back to work.
Ah!
The phone you are calling is powered off. The phone you are calling.
Hey. Thank you.
What a coincidence, Rachel.
Frank, how come you are here?
Well, I live right here.
Is that so?
You got a broken light bulb?
Yes.
Do you need my help?
No need. Thank you. It's too much trouble for you.
That's no trouble. No girl changes the light bulb herself. Let's go. Check if it's okay now.
All right. It's done. Slow down.
It's fine.
Slow down.
What happened? Be careful. You're a girl. Fortunately, the cut is not deep. Otherwise, it'd be bad if it scars.
It's okay, thank you.
You don't have to feel embarrassed. You once rejected my confession. That was my business. Don't feel any pressure. It's getting late. I'll head back now.
I'll see you off.
It's okay. No need. You may go back.
Who is he?
So, you are Rachel's hubby? I'm Rachel's suitor. You may call me Frank.
Lucian, he is.
Rachel, if a man truly likes you, he wouldn't let you change. Light bulbs alone at late night. Or ignore you when you are helpless, right?
There's no need for an outsider like you to come to our house.
I'm better than some sanctimonious guy who doesn't really care about her. Did you know she hurt her hand while changing it? You don't know, but I do. I can take care of her. You can't do anything.
You're hurt. Let me have a look.
Now you start to pretend. Drop the act.
Are you all right?
I'm fine. Rachel, I'll be going first. Remember to call me if you need anything.
Do you like him?
What's your relationship with Sharon?
We're just friends. What's your relationship with that man?
That's none of your business.
None of my business? Fine. Okay then, you just want to be with that man.
Silly Rachel. He still cares about Sharon. How could he like you? All this is just your own wishful thinking. Why are you so careless?
you in such a hurry to live with that man? But
Let go of me. You're hurting me.
Rachel, stop making trouble.
Lucien, thank you for taking care of me these days. But we've only married by agreement. I shouldn't interfere with your life.
Rachel, do you really think so?
Let's get a divorce.
Mrs. Lee, where are you going? Lucien, what's going on? What's with?
Alas, she wants to divorce me.
Why don't you try to win her back? You must clarify things with her, son. Clear up the misunderstandings. If you truly like her, chase her, or you'll definitely regret it.
Rachel, what a coincidence. We parted yesterday and meet again today. It's really fate.
Yeah, quite coincidental.
Where are you going? Looks like you're going out. How about I give you a ride?
No need. I can do it myself.
Rachel, come on. Won't we be dating very soon?
What nonsense are you talking about? What do you mean we'll be dating?
Why, Rachel? Don't you like me as well? Otherwise, why did you ask me to change the light bulb for you?
I think you've misunderstood.
That's impossible, Rachel. Is it because of this guy? It's okay. I can wait for you.
It has nothing to do with Lucien. I never liked you. I was very grateful to you for your help, but that doesn't mean I like you.
It can't be. You must be lying to me.
Let go of me.
Get your dirty hands off.
It's all because of you. Otherwise, why would she reject me?
Frank, Rachel has made it clear she doesn't like you. Even without me, she wouldn't like you. Stop pestering her, or I'll kick your ass.
How dare you threaten me? Where were you when Rachel needed help? Rachel, a man like him doesn't deserve you. You should hurry to get a divorce. I said I would wait for you.
We won't get a divorce, Frank. Just drop this thought.
I am speaking to Rachel. Who are you to interfere? Stay out of it.
Frank, we won't divorce. It's impossible between you and me. I am sorry.
Rachel, you...
You heard that? Now scram.
Rachel, I won't give up.
Such a loser wants to snatch my woman. Rachel, let's go home.
I won't go back. We're going to divorce anyway. I shouldn't disturb you anymore.
Rachel, as long as I don't agree, you can't divorce me.
But
I misunderstood you before. I apologize to you.
you and Sharon... What? My birth mother?
What happened?
Someone just called me. They said my birth mother has come to find me.
What are we waiting for? I'll take you to see her now.
But I was abandoned as a child. I've never seen her. Something might be wrong.
We should meet her first. Leave your luggage at home first. I will drive you there. Bryce, bring the pearl necklace I bought at the auction. Rachel's birth mother is here. I'll take it over.
You are Rachel? I have finally found you. I didn't expect it. After we got separated, we never saw each other again. How come you don't recognize me? I am your mom. When you were little, I took you to the river city. Yet you got lost.
I don't have any memory of that. I was too little at the time.
That's true, at that time. You were too little. And I have grown old. Rachel! Look at this photo and you'll understand.
This is a photo of me when I was little. You really are my mother.
Rachel, you haven't introduced him. This is...
Mom, this is my...
Hello, ma'am. My name is Lucien Lee, Rachel's husband.
Husband? Is his family rich? Or is his family very powerful?
Mom, why do you...
My daughter is born so beautiful. Of course, she should find a good husband. Ordinary people are not worthy of my daughter. Such a stunning beauty.
Rachel, I have something to do. Take your time.
This man is not reliable. In my opinion, that Goodwin is better.
Goodwin. Frank.
Yes, that's right. Exactly, Frank.
Mom, how did you know him?
What's the matter? I think he is quite a match for you. He knew how to lick my boot. He even wants to take me to stay at a big hotel, not like this skinny, useless miser.
Hello, Bryce? Didn't you tell me Rachel is an orphan and was adopted by a foster mother? Why has her birth mother suddenly come? I think there is something fishy. Go look into this.
Lucien?
Frank, what are you doing here?
I am here to meet my future mother-in-law. Rachel is mine. You can't compete with me.
Mom, don't talk nonsense. It's impossible for me to like Frank.
Mr. Goodwin is back? How is the hotel matter going?
Ma'am, I have arranged everything. Let's get moving now.
Right?
Let's go, ma'am. Okay, ma'am, what day? Look, this is the hotel I booked for you.
Mr. Goodwin, is this the hotel you booked? Isn't this too expensive?
You are Rachel's biological mother. This is all I should do. Let's go in first. Come on.
Okay.
Ma'am, please walk this way.
If only you were my son-in-law.
Mom, stop. I've married Lucien. I can't be together with Frank.
Rachel, when you were little, you always listened to me. What about now?
Mom, that's not what I mean. Well...
Ma'am, please don't pressure Rachel. I'm with Rachel sincerely.
What's the use of sincerity? Isn't material wealth the most important? Look at Mr. Goodwin. He paid for such a luxury hotel room. And you better divorce Rachel. It would make Mr. Goodwin happy. Mom!
Ma'am, I will not divorce Rachel. You care about material things. Coincidentally, I'm most qualified to talk about that. The hotel in front of you is owned by our Lee family.
Dude, don't talk big in front of us. This hotel belongs to the Lee family. It is not something you can own. Rachel, look clearly at this man bragging. He's not worthy of you.
What?
Lucien, stop arguing. Let's go upstairs first.
Ma'am, let me take you inside. This is the top 1 hotel in River City. Auntie, this hotel is nice, isn't it?
Please take a seat first. Okay. How long will you be staying this time?
Rachel and I can take you for a good tour. We are in a tourism city, after all.
Well, I'd rather not tour around. The reason I came here this time is firstly to visit Rachel. Secondly, I really can't make ends meet. I want to see if Rachel can give us some money for retirement and help us out.
Retirement money? But Mom, I don't have any money right now. I spent it all for my foster mother's medical bill.
What? No money? Rachel, although you got lost back then, no matter what, we are still blood related. How can you be like this?
Even though you are Rachel's mother, you don't have any favor of raising her. Asking for money right away is not appropriate.
Who do you think you are? How dare you speak to me like this?
I am Rachel's husband.
What husband? I am Rachel's mother. Let me tell you, if I don't acknowledge you, you will never be her husband.
Mom, I really have no money.
You just don't want to give it to me. Well, it was my fault. If it wasn't for me losing you back then...
Mom, why do you bring up these things? I am truly...
Ma'am, don't blame Rachel. I think after she married Lucien, he must have taken all her money. Otherwise, with Rachel's character, how could she possibly neglect you? There is $1 million in this card. No worries. Ma'am, please accept it.
Okay. Mr. Goodwin is generous. Much better than some miser.
Mom, don't blame Lucien.
Don't speak for him anymore. I think Auntie is right. Marriage should follow the wishes of parents. A marriage not agreed upon by parents is invalid. Not to mention, he does not respect your mom.
Frank,
You claim to be Rachel's husband. When her mom urgently needs money, you make all kinds of excuses. You don't even bring a gift for her. You are a loser.
Frank, stop making trouble.
It's not your turn to bitch about me. How do you know I'm unprepared?
Even if you have, you can't compare with me. Auntie, this is the pearl necklace I prepared for you. It's worth more than $1 million. I just got it at the auction. Take a look.
Nice! This really is worth $1 million. It means I'll have no worries for the rest of my life.
Frank, do you think with a fake pearl necklace you can buy off Rachel's mother and make Rachel marry you? Stop dreaming.
How could he possibly know?
Fake?
What on earth is going on?
Rachel, don't worry about it. Watch me expose this hypocrite.
Mr. Goodwin? What on earth is going on?
Ma'am, Rachel, don't listen to his nonsense. He is jealous of me.
Do you think with a fake pearl necklace you can buy off Rachel's mother? Stop dreaming.
Fake?
Ma'am, Rachel, don't listen to his nonsense. He is jealous of me.
Am I jealous or are you feeling guilty?
You're talking nonsense. I bought this pearl necklace at an auction. How can you prove this necklace is fake?
Fine. I'll satisfy you.
Let's just forget it. Today, I finally found my birth mother. Please, stop arguing.
Rachel, if I give in again, it'll only make him more cocky. This time, I'll make him too ashamed to bother you again. Bryce.
Ma'am. A pearl necklace for you. It's worth $1 million. Loser, this is Mr. Lee's purchase voucher. If you don't believe it, shall I call the auctioneer to come over?
You? Who exactly are you? As far as I know, ordinary people can't attend such an auction. Who exactly are you?
Haha, he's the CEO of the Lee Group.
What? That's impossible. As far as I know, the CEO of the Lee Group should be dating a woman named Sharon. How could he be related to Rachel? Posing as such a hotshot? Are you insane?
Frank, he really is the CEO of the Lee Group?
What? How could even Rachel? Ma'am, you...
Piss off. Only Lucian can be my son-in-law?
Auntie, how can you... Lucian, how is this possible? How can you be the CEO of the Lee Group?
It seems like he still doesn't believe it.
Understood.
Fake. How is that possible? How can you be the CEO of the Lee Group? Fake. This is impossible. This is impossible.
Let someone take him out, Bryce. I don't want to see him again.
Yes.
Lucian, Frank.
Don't worry, I won't do anything to him. I'm just making sure he won't harass you again.
Well, I just knew Rachel has found a good husband. Come and sit, my good son-in-law.
Mom, you're changed just like the moon.
Well, previously, I was deceived by that frank little shit. That's why I misunderstood my son-in-law.
Lucian, my mother... Don't mind it.
Rest assured, I'm not so petty. Ma'am, there's no need to apologize. I am Rachel's husband. You are our elder. This is too much for us.
Rachel, since you've married Mr. Lee, the dowry his family gave you, could you?
Mom, why do you always bring up money matters? I've said I married Lucian willingly. There was no dowry.
What? No dowry? How can this be acceptable? Rachel, my girl. You're such a beautiful girl. How can there be no dowry? Isn't this a disgrace to your groom? Am I right, my good son-in-law?
You're right, ma'am. I'll make it up to Rachel afterwards.
Well, no day is better than today. I think today is good. It's good that I am also here. Just give it to me directly.
Okay, fine.
Mom, what are you doing? Lucian, my mom isn't after your money. You don't have to prepare it.
Rachel, you?
Rachel, it's fine. This is what I should give you.
Lucian.
Bryce.
Yes, Mr. Lee.
Help me prepare $30 million as Rachel's dowry.
Yes.
Wait. How is the investigation going?
Still working on it, boss. There will be results very soon.
All right, go on. Remember to report to me in the first place.
Okay.
Ma'am, do you think 30 million is worthy of Rachel's marriage?
Enough. It's enough. In trusting you with my naughty girl, I'll be at ease.
Lucian, why did you...
I like you, so I have to win the consent and blessings from your mom.
But...
Come on, don't you want to marry me?
I don't know.
Boss,
how's the investigation going?
This woman may not be Mrs. Lee's mother. Her birth mother passed away 3 years ago. She seems to be Mrs. Lee's aunt.
I know now.
Boss, here is the money.
Ma'am, here's 30 million. Please have a look.
Okay, my son-in-law is so generous.
Wait.
Dear, what do you mean by this?
Lucian, what's wrong?
Ma'am, it's okay to deceive me, but you shouldn't deceive Rachel's feelings.
My good boy, what are you talking about? How do I not understand?
Right, Lucian. How did my mom deceive me?
Will you admit it yourself, or should I say it for you?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Lucian, what's going on? Say it quickly.
Rachel, this woman is not your birth mother.
What? How is that possible? But she has my childhood photos. Moreover, she resembles my birth mother in my memory. How can she not be my mother?
Right. Rachel is my daughter. My son-in-law, I know you're upset about the past events, but you can't just confuse right and wrong.
Still acting. Considering you and Rachel's mother are sisters, as long as you admit it, I could give you the money as a dowry. But now...
I'll talk.
Mom, you...
Rachel, your mother and I are sisters. By rights, you should call me aunt.
But what about those photos?
The photos were found among your mother's belongings. At first, I didn't take them seriously, but not long ago, a woman called me and told me, as long as I pose as your mother, I could get a big windfall. That's why I came to see you.
So it means my birth mother has already...
Rachel, don't be sad. There's nothing we can do. You still have me.
Mr. Lee, the money...
It is the betrothal gift for Rachel's family. Since my mother-in-law has passed away, let it be for you then.
Thank you, Mr. Lee. Thank you, Mr. Lee. I wish you happiness.
Why are you so good to me? Aren't you and Sharon?
Come on. She is nothing more than a bitch. The one I've always liked is you.
Why did you let her enter the company?
My stupid mom did that. It has nothing to do with me.
Frank, you think you can win over Rachel? Can you compete with the CEO of the Lee Group?
Frank, are you giving up just like that? You are such a useless shit.
Who? Who is speaking?
Trash. Open your eyes and see who I am.
Rachel.
Frank, what are you doing?
It's really you, Rachel. I knew you wouldn't ignore me.
Frank, have you gone mad? Frank, what are you doing?
You won't ignore me? Tonight, I will finally have you, Rachel. You are mine tonight.
Frank.
Jerk.
What's wrong?
It's broken. This is the makeup I just bought.
Are you okay? Not hurt, right?
It's fine. But this...
I'll have someone buy you a new one tomorrow.
Okay. Thank you, hubby.
Rachel, what did you just call me?
Nothing.
You clearly said it. I want to hear it again.
I'm going to sleep. You. Why do you come to my room?
Obviously to sleep.
But...
What's wrong? We are husband and wife.
I'll be responsible.
The heck? Can you bear this responsibility? I wanted to... You've shattered my dream of marrying Lucian.
Darling, come home with me for dinner tonight.
Go home? But your mom took me as an eyesore.
Don't worry, I'm here. My mom is starting to come around recently.
Really? Let's hurry back.
Okay. Hello, Mom. Rachel and I wanted to go over and you called.
That's just perfect. Take care of the mess you created yourself.
What's wrong?
I don't know. Maybe we should go over first. Mr. Hector, what exactly happened?
Alas, it can't be explained in a word or two. You'd better go in yourself.
How come Sharon is here? Mom, I've brought Rachel back.
You still know to come back.
Mom, what's happened? Why is Sharon also here?
You have the nerve to say that? Isn't this the mess you've created? You got Sharon pregnant and abandoned her. How am I supposed to explain to her mother?
What?
Rachel, I never had anything with her.
Lucian, how did you become like this? You can't let the child be born fatherless.
Mom, don't buy Sharon's word easily. She is deceiving you.
Are you saying her belly is fake?
Well,
Rachel, now you see for yourself. Sharon is carrying our family's child, so you should just divorce my son.
Rachel, don't agree to it. I never touched her. All this is Sharon's plot.
Mom, Sharon said she's carrying Lucian's child. Is there any
The evidence... Sharon, you tell them yourself.
Lucian, do you really want to do this? Have you forgotten about that night in the office?
You didn't come back that night. You were with Sharon in the office. Why are you so good to me?
Gosh.
Rachel, Mom, listen to me. I wasn't with Sharon in the office that night. I went to see Bryce. You can ask Bryce about it.
I don't believe you, liar. Don't touch me.
Rachel, things have come to this far.
Apart from you marrying Sharon, there's no other way out. Just accept it.
I won't admit to something I didn't do, let alone marry a scheming liar.
Mrs. Stacy, I don't want to force Lucian. I just don't want the child in my belly to be without a father.
Sharon, you're still acting.
Enough. Lucian, can you really be so heartless? You are the child's father. Just because of this woman, you want to abandon our family's descendant?
Mom.
Enough. Rachel, you've seen it. Now you are the only outsider. Leave my son quickly. That would be for the best for them.
Mom, Rachel is not an outsider. She is my wife. I will not divorce her.
Lucian, why do you...
Rachel, please believe me. I swear I love only you in my life. I have nothing to do with that Sharon. All this is her total bullshit.
Lucian, I believe you. Mom,
You should not call me Mom now.
Mrs. Stacy. You say the child is Lucian's. Can you show the evidence?
If we lay out the evidence, will you leave my son voluntarily?
Yes. As long as you show me evidence proving that the child is theirs, I will leave right away.
Rachel, you eat...
Okay.
Mom, what are you going to do?
With one of your hairs, to conduct a paternity test with the child in her womb. Mr. Hector.
Madam, do you have any instructions?
Take it and use the amniotic fluid to conduct a paternity test.
Yes, madam.
Rachel, you can't compete with me for Lucian this time. You don't know yet. The new personal doctor is my uncle.
When the paternity report comes out, let's see how you'll act.
Madam, the report is out.
Take a look for yourself.
How can this be possible? I have never done it with her. This is impossible.
The report is out, and you still won't admit it? What is so good about Rachel? That makes you so devoted to her. Rachel, the results are out. It's time for you to fulfill the promise.
I'm leaving right now.
Who dares to make Rachel leave?
Mom, how come you're here?
My granddaughter-in-law will be kicked out by you. Can't I come?
What granddaughter-in-law? Sharon is your granddaughter-in-law. She's carrying Lucian's child.
Grandma, look.
Don't think I am a fool. Someone bring him here.
Yes, Mrs. Swift. Mrs. Swift, Mrs. Stacy? You're looking for me?
It's you?
How did you know him? Sharon just recommended this private doctor, so you shouldn't know him.
Of course we know him. He is Sharon's uncle. That explains why the test is positive, you.
What? He is your uncle? Why didn't you tell me?
Well,
So, there's a problem with the paternity test.
Rachel, don't talk nonsense. Even if he is my uncle, he'd handle such a matter justly.
Is that so? How about we ask another doctor to do it again?
Mrs. Stacy.
What on earth is going on here?
Madam, this?
Mrs. Stacy, I don't know what's going on. Uncle, please speak quickly. The fate of this child depends on you. We cannot admit to this matter, or our chance to enter high society will be gone. Just say you did it out of concern for the child's safety.
Madam, Sharon's child is definitely Mr. Lee's, but the child is too small. Doing a paternity test can be dangerous. So, I didn't get a paternity test. I just forged a certification.
Uncle, you did this for the child's sake. But you shouldn't forge the papers. How can you make everyone believe Lucian is the father of the child?
Sharon, madam.
All right, Dr. Chansey makes sense. If our descendant were to be harmed, that's no small matter. However, as a private doctor, you shouldn't lie. Have him thrown out. He'll never be employed here again.
Yes, madam. Please.
Rachel, Lucian, I'll definitely give you justice. Sharon, tell us whose child it is.
Grandma, this really is...
Who are you?
I am Rachel's boyfriend. I've come for Rachel.
Rachel, what exactly is going on? You've not divorced Lucian yet.
Mrs. Stacy, it isn't like that. Frank, I've said that I don't like you. Why are you still pestering me?
You must be playing hard to get. You're just being used by this man.
Get your dirty hands off, Mo. My wife is not someone you can touch.
Mrs. Stacy, your family must give me an explanation. Otherwise, I just won't leave.
Frank, can you stop making a scene here? I never agreed to be with you. Lucian.
I believe you, Rachel.
Mrs. Stacy, Grandma, I told you Rachel's a foxy woman. Now someone has come to your place. If this gets out, your family's reputation will...
Alas.
Rachel, explain the situation to me. What exactly is going on here?
Mrs. Stacy, I have nothing to do with him.
Mom, Grandma, I believe Rachel.
Rachel, you're still putting on an act? You bitch are really capable. You had Lucian eating out of your hand.
Sharon, shut your face. It's not your place to speak here.
Mrs. Stacy, look at her. Rachel dares to yell at me right in front of you. She's completely disregarding you.
Rachel, about today's matter. If you don't give us an explanation, I will not let you off.
Lucian, I
believe you, Ease. Frank, if you are a man, run after Rachel openly. Don't resort to underhanded tricks.
Sharon, what's wrong with you?
Mrs. Stacy, I'm fine. I just had a sore throat.
Rachel, you must explain to me today.
My wife never had anything to do with you. Why does she need to explain?
Wife? Don't think you can do whatever you want, because you are the heir of the Lee family. You got Sharon pregnant, and now you're trying to steal my girlfriend? Would you believe if I tell everyone? Your shameless deeds? Let them see what kind of animals you Lees are.
Nonsense.
I'm talking nonsense? You are well aware of your own affairs.
Frank? How did you know Sharon is pregnant?
Maybe. Well, maybe he just overheard our conversation.
But after he entered the door, we didn't talk about your pregnancy. How did he know you are pregnant? and that the child is Lucian's.
Right, Sharon. What exactly is going on? Do you already know Frank?
Mrs. Stacy, how could I know Rachel's boyfriend? Don't listen to her nonsense. This must be a red herring.
Sharon, you are the one who brought up the red herring.
What are you talking about? Lucian, you must be joking.
About this matter, I must clear my own and Rachel's names. I'll know as soon as I investigate your relationship with Frank. Bryce,
Investigate for me.
the connection between Sharon and Frank.
Okay, Mr. Lee.
Hey. Lucian, how can you wrongly accuse me? My whole heart and soul have been given to you. I can't accept another man. Mrs. Stacy. Lucian doesn't believe me. Don't you believe me either? My mother and you are the best of friends.
Well, Sharon, if Lucian wants to investigate, just let them investigate. It's good to clear your name.
Well,
Sharon, are you feeling guilty?
why should I feel guilty? Frank and I have no business, but you, artful bitch, behind the scenes, behind Lucian's back, you did such things.
You still want to frame me? Well, when the investigation results come out, you'll be screwed.
What to do if Lucian finds out that the child is Frank's? I won't even have a chance anymore. Even Mrs. Stacy, that won't help me anymore. Rachel, don't be smug. I speak in good conscience. Just conduct the investigation.
Come on.
Rachel, my belly hurts so much.
What's going on?
Rachel, I know you hate me, but the child is innocent.
Sharon, are you okay? Sharon, you have to hold on. Sharon, you.
Doctor, get me a doctor quickly. Hang in there, girl.
Oh, Lord, how come our Lee family had such a thing?
Mom, calm down.
Sharon, how could this happen? How could the child be lost? Sharon,
Frank, what on earth do you want?
Sharon, don't be too upset. The child is lost. You can have another one.
Mrs. Stacy, Grandma, this is mine and Lucian's first child. It's all my fault. If I hadn't angered Rachel, she wouldn't have pushed me.
Lucian, I didn't push her.
I believe you, Rachel, but now...
Mrs. Stacy, I don't want to live anymore. What's the point of living?
Don't say that. Lucian won't ignore you.
But, Rachel...
Alas, what should we do about this?
I have something to say.
Frank, what the hell do you want?
Lucian, I admit you are better than me. You love Rachel more than I do. I'm relieved to have Rachel be with you. I admit that I really like Rachel, but she never agreed to me. Everything before was my setting Rachel up.
Frank, do you know what you are saying? This is the Lees. You have to be responsible for every word you say.
Sharon, I am very clear about what I'm doing. I have erred once. I can't keep this up.
Sharon,
I know you're ruthless. In order to achieve the goal, you would play dirty, but I never imagined you would actually harm our child. That is a life.
Life? This child is yours and Sharon's?
That's right. This child is mine and Sharon's. It was the night your mother came. I drank too much.
How could you? How is it possible?
Actually, Sharon and I knew each other for ages. Sharon notified me your mother would come to find you. As for that jade screen gift, it was also her work. I just didn't expect.
So that's how it is, Sharon. All of this was really your work?
No, it's not. Listen to me.
What's there to explain?
Mrs. Stacy,
Sharon, you shouldn't have lied to me.
I just knew it.
This is fake. This is fake. This is fake. You should believe me. Frank is talking nonsense. He's talking nonsense.
This is the result, the record of your affairs with Frank. Also, the paternity test done with the extracts from the surgery and samples from Frank. What else do you have to say?
This is not real. Lucian, this is not true. Believe me.
Someone come, throw this malicious woman out.
What are you waiting for?
Lucian, I truly love you. Give me one more chance. Lucian, give me one more chance. I truly love you, Lucian.
Rachel, you don't need to apologize. Consider it as my compensation to you. After all, it was my fault first. Lucian, please treat Rachel well in the future. If I find out you treat her badly, I will not let you off.
I will.
This one? Put it on.
Mrs. Stacy, this is
the ring passed down to each Mrs. Lee. Lucian's grandmother gave it to me back then. Now I'm giving it to you. From now on, you will be Mrs. Lee.
Mrs. Stacy, this is too valuable. I can't accept it.
Take it, my child. Rachel, do you truly like Lucian?
Of course.
Then just put it on.
Well, thank you, Mrs. Stacy.
Do you still call me Mrs. Stacy? Let me help you put it on.
Mom.
Yes.
Mom.
Okay, you can go back. The car is here. All right, you can go back. Lucian, treat Rachel well. Get along well together.
Rachel, what did our mom just tell you?
Nothing. It's nothing.
Woman, are you deceiving your own husband?
I certainly won't tell you. This is a secret between us women.
Rachel. I'll go drive the car. Wait here for me.
The number you called is powered off. The number you called is powered off.
Rachel, where are you? Bryce, Rachel is missing. Investigate it. How is it going?
Lucian, there is news. Mrs. Lee seems at the suburbs.
Let's head to the suburbs.
Let's go.
Who exactly are you? How dare you rob me? My husband is the CEO of the Lee Group. He will not let you off. Why do you take me here?
Rachel, my good friend. Long time no see.
Sharon. What are you going to do? Don't do anything foolish. You are committing a serious crime. It's not too late to turn back now.
I am already in the abyss. There's no turning back now.
But shut your face.
Rachel, if it weren't for you, how would I have become like this? I wish I could chop you to pieces.
Sharon.
Now that you're in my hands, I will destroy you. Destroy you like a dog. Rachel. The man I can't have, you won't get him either. Did I just hurt you? Lucian must feel sorry now. Doesn't Lucian? Only like you, only you. He would marry. I want to see after you are played with, whether he still likes you. Huh?
Sharon. Don't come over. Don't come over. Don't come over.
Asshole. Rachel, don't be afraid. I'm here. It's all right now. Sharon, it's you again. You wicked bitch. You're courting death.
Am I? Lucian, where did I go wrong? My mistake was loving you too much. I've been into you for 10 good years. 10 years. just when I was about to be with you. Rachel was the one causing trouble. Who really is courting death?
I never said I liked you. That's just your own wishful thinking. I've always liked Rachel.
Lucian, you.
Rachel, let me tell you the truth. I've long known you were my lifesaver. My feelings for you have never changed.
Why didn't you tell me at the time?
I thought you cared about Sharon's feelings. Then Frank appeared.
Fool. I fell for you when you helped me solve all the problems.
Enough. Enough. You dare to get off with her in front of me? Lucian, if I can't have you, no one else can. You?
Sharon, use whatever tricks up your sleeve. Today I won't let you hurt Rachel.
Haha. Okay, I'll just destroy your most beloved woman in front of you.
Is this your trump card?
How do you have Richard's phone?
Bryce, send this vicious woman to the Arctic to breed bears.
Yes.
Rachel, let's go.
Rachel, I'll haunt you even in death. Don't come over. Don't come over.
What's wrong, Rachel? Are you feeling unwell?
I just didn't expect my best friend would become like this. But it's okay. I've come to understand that she brought all this upon herself. You have to make it up. You didn't confess to me all along.
Darling, you didn't say it either.
Is that the same thing? I just want you to make it up for me.
Fine. What do you want?
I want you to love me for life.
Okay. I promise you.